everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. It is that time of the month. My top 5 fragrances for the month of May 2017. So what are they? I'm like going into this dark tone and mood, and yet there's also light in there. The morning usually begins with a fresh routine, and for the month of May, I am enjoying a lot Thierry Mugler's Cologne. It's as simple as that. This is a huge bottle. It's a 300 milliliter bottle, and I've had this for since a couple of years now. So it's the Mugler Cologne, and it's just, endless. I mean, I've already used up quite a bit. It's fresh. It's not as natural smelling as the Chanel Eau de Cologne would be from the Les Exclusifs range. Nevertheless, this one has something in it that's a bit more intense. It lasts longer. It's more powdery as well. So it's a very fresh way to start the day, and yet it lasts. The longevity is quite good with this one. So even though it's fresh and it kind of, you begin the day knowing that, summer is right there around the corner, you still have the right depth. And there's a slight hint of darkness in there through this kind of powdery touch. It's like all fresh and bubbly, but something is lurking underneath the surface. And it's kind of telling us that the progression of the day has quite a bit of mysteries and secrets in store for us underneath the surface. So that's the Thierry Mugler Cologne. Number 2 for the month of May. Again, we have Lightness. This is discontinued, unfortunately. It's my favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance. It is the Fleur du Mal. Plays with kind of the wording, the phrasing of the flower of evil, la fleur du, of evil. Mal. How would you pronounce it? French people out there, do it. But so it plays with the Le Mal game and phrasing. So we have the flower of the man. This one is intense. It's powdery. It's white. We have orange blossom in there. We have something that to me is like an orange that has been buried underneath layers and layers and layers of kind of orris root. But then it's been candied, and then on top of that, it's been given tints of makeup, and I don't know, it's just and yet it's dry. I don't know, it's not really sweet. So it's very floral, it's very powdery, it's intoxicating. And it's like, the first commercial, though, the first ad that was made, the model was like bathing in milk. Like it was like a white liquid, and then kind of this thing comes out of the bathtub, and he's in the bathtub, and he's gorgeous, and everything is amazing, blah, blah, blah. But there's this like white, almost, it's like a ceramic-y, milky, deep, intense, pearlescent, without too much shimmer and shine, white. And it's indeed so white that if you were to look at it and only at a pure white landscape like that one, you would get blinded by it, So this is kind of after the morning. This is more the afternoon sort of vibe. It's very warm. It's a very heated fragrance. It's very, very sensual, and yet it's very spring and summery. It's very, very fresh. It's very flirty. So this is an amazingly well-executed flirt fragrance. And it's been discontinued, but even as it wasn't discontinued, as it was still in use, it wasn't overused. You wouldn't smell it everywhere like you would with Le Mal. So this one is incredible. And Gaultier, bring it back, please. Thank you. Moving on, number 3. It's still daytime, because in spring it's like daytime till, 10 p.m. almost. Well, not really, but let's say 8 or 9 p.m. Now we're going towards, I would say, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Number 22 from Chanel, Eau de Toilette or Parfum. Not the Eau de Parfum, because the Eau de Parfum is gruesome. This one is incredible. It's again, we have powdery notes. This one is from 1922, the original formulation. I mean, this one, of course, is from around, what is this batch code? Begins with a 5. So this one is around 2012-ish, 13. It's changed color. It has all the natural ingredients that have reacted to light, so it's becoming deeper and very ambery, and it smells gorgeous and delicious. People say it's a fragrance for weddings. It's very light. It's very full of hope, full of positive vibes, and yet to me there's a darkness in here lurking underneath the surface. People say the incense in the reformulation is gone. Not to my nose. I smell a ritual, you know, in the dry down of this one. And from light, it goes into a darkness. And that's why I love number 22. Because it's such a rounded fragrance. It's like a full circle. And once the circle is complete, it turns into a black hole. This one is gorgeous. But it kind of hints at the black hole. Number 22 for the late afternoons, early evenings. And then we move into Nightfall. And Nightfall in May is so beautifully floral and patchouli-esque that Coco Noir, the Eau de Parfum and also the Pure Parfum are perfect for the occasion. I love this one in the evening when kind of, you know, it's not warm outside anymore. This one is almost like smelling it right after smelling number 22. It's almost medicinal. It's like herbal medicinal. You have this like powdery touch, and then right after that you smell this one. And it's just like the opposite of it. It's kind of more crystalline, more clear. It's a very fresh. There's like, you know how only in spring nights can be so fresh. The air in the night can be so fresh, but saturated with the smell of nature. It's intoxicatingly beautiful. And Coco Noir is perfect for this weather. Perfect for the month of May. So as night starts falling and our lust starts growing and yearning, and you know, spring fever, we all kind of are more hormonal in this part of the year. This one gets you going, gets you in the right mood for the ultimate experience in the night, for the ultimate dark experience of seduction, passion, letting go of all your senses because you can't control them anymore. They dominate you. You become the animal that you were born, that you knew you always were going to become one day. FRACAS. FRACAS, which also means crash. You literally, everything you've been building up during the day, all of these scents and fragrances and this whole kind of structure and notion and idea that you've had of where you're heading towards, and like your positive energy and optimism, and you know, you got this, you got everything under control. It's all gone once night has fallen completely. There's a certain silence in the air. In some countries, you already hear the crickets. You already hear that kind of post-day, post-heat noise in the background. And then, FRACAS. It hits you like a bulldozer. Oh God, this one, I can't. I still don't. I don't know what to say. I did the review on it, and I told you I lose words. This one, I'm almost close to tears again. I don't know what the F and F this is. It's just it gets me. Oh, guys, I don't know. This one is incredible. So it is definitely my favorite for the month of May. And envision your day. You've been working the whole day. You know, you've had your routine. You did what you had to do. You went through all of these fragrances, all of these notions, all of these ideas. And then you even went on a date with somebody you just met, either online or not. And the date didn't go the best way. And you're heading your separate ways after dinner. You know, it just didn't, it wasn't a match. And it's 10:30 p.m. While you're walking on your way home. There's this weird sense of blood-tinted tuberose in the air with an underhue of gardenia. Of a gardenia that's almost completely dead. It's so sweet that it smells of death. but it's attractive. And as you're walking down that street towards your home, total stranger walks right towards you. This is what you're wearing. The stranger stops as she or he passes by you. You stop. You both turn. Eyes meet. No need for words. You end up walking home together. The crash is complete. Everything you've been building up that whole day has just collapsed and crashed. The fracas has happened. Oh wow, I bit my lip. Oh my God. And night of passion, spring in full bloom. You consume each other completely the entire night. And this one lasts for hours and hours and hours. And the chemical smell of your skin, of their skin, combined together with this one in between. As I said in the review, you know, the tuberose and the gardenia are like Bonnie and Clyde. All of a sudden, you, with this perfect stranger who you haven't exchanged a word with, you don't even know their name, you become for that one night Bonnie and Clyde. And as the night withers and slowly morning kicks in and the sun rises, magic is over. You realize and remember that, you know, you have responsibilities, you have a life to attend to, you have all of these obligations, and all of the reality kind of kicks in. But you will forever have that memory of that encounter, of that incredible night where you finally managed to let go of control, you finally let your senses take over, and you finally did what you were always meant to do, which is be an instinctive creature of lust in a way, because we are animals at the end of the day. It's as simple as that. So guys, I hope you've liked my top 5 fragrances for the month of May. If you have, please do thumb up this video. Let me know what your top 5 fragrances for the month of May are, and what you think about these 5 that I've mentioned in this video. If you've liked the video, please thumb it up. If you haven't already but do wish to, please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So, no matter how intense our daily routine gets, we still never forget that we are animals at the end of the day. And we have to also stay in touch with our instincts. And the best way to do that is by never giving up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.